What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we are jumping in with another Destiny 2 video ahead of the weekly reset coming up on the 11th of November. So we're really heading towards the end of the season right now. Festival of the Lost has been live for 3 weeks. That comes to a conclusion with the weekly reset. And indeed, as Bungie have mentioned a couple of times, that means that we'll get the launch of the Call to Arms event. So it's basically an end of season / kind of catch-up event, I guess, to get us ready for Renegades. There'll be a few things in there that we can actually carry into Renegades as well. So we'll round up what we know about Call to Arms. We're also getting a game update this week. And additionally, Bungie have announced that we'll be getting more news regarding Renegades, sandbox previews, and all those kinds of things. So we'll round it up in the video, guys. As always, if you enjoy this one, a rating very much helps us out on the channel. Be sure as well to get subscribed for more Destiny content, especially as we head towards Renegades. But otherwise, now let's get into it. So first up this week, it's worth bearing in mind we are getting another update, so there'll be a little bit of downtime ahead of the weekly reset for around an hour and a half, and then we'll get patch notes. And I assume Bungie will be loading in some of the Call to Arms stuff with that event going live this week. Also, in relation to Festival of the Lost, Bungie have said when the update goes out on Tuesday, the power on the Masquerade helm will be reduced to 0. So if you see that your power levels on your characters have changed, just keep in mind it'll be that helmet. And of course, by the time this video goes live, we'll have something like a final 24 hours of Festival to actually finish up anything that we're doing. So keep that in mind ahead of the next event launching. And for Call to Arms itself, Bungie have said Devrim K, the EDZ scout, will be arriving at the tower for the first time on a mission rallying Guardians to obtain the best gear and build up their power. During the Call to Arms event, you'll be able to attune weapons to obtain a role that you've been seeking. Actually, in-game, we get these pop-ups now saying there's a Call to Arms event incoming, and we can actually open them up, which I don't think we could do before. So looking at this, we can earn exclusive cosmetics by pushing for higher scores than ever across 5 pre-selected portal activities. We can also get a head start on gearing up for the next seasonal update by earning Lawless vouchers, and then we can complete seasonal gear collection by picking up shipments of gear from the tower each day, or use attunement to increase the drop rate of a specific weapon, and challenge ourselves or the fire team in a test of Guardian feats to see who can earn the highest scores. We can see as well, there's a preview for some of the things we'll be able to earn. So there's the Lawless vouchers right here with tier 3 or higher new gear, and these will drop a consumable that guarantees a prime engram for your next activity completion. There's also things like Desert Burnish right here, a new ornament for the pulse rifle from the season track, and the helmet ornament, which we can now actually preview in game as well, which is pretty bonkers. As we can see, this is the competitive component, so I think you have to score in the top 10% of the community in the selected activities to get a giant flaming mohawk. So there we go, that's Call to Arms. Let us know in the comment section if you'll be jumping in for that this week. Before we go any further though, do you find yourself reaching for that bad habit because it's hard to stop? For me, for a long time it was nicotine, and I know how it feels. It can be very difficult to stop, but today's sponsor made a significant difference, and we're talking about Fume. Fume have been making flavored air devices for a long time, and they've cultivated a new movement which helps folks move towards more positive habits. Fume simply pulls air through a core, and that creates a mild flavor, replicating the oral fixation, but without the gross addictive chemicals. Fume is sleek and discreet, plus there are no batteries, so it's better for you and the planet. And if you need help changing your habits for the better, this is a huge boost because it creates a replacement that you can fidget with, which is a big part of the behavior. They also feature a bunch of great flavors. I personally love crisp mint, and the best thing about Fume is that it helps alleviate some of the pressure of trying to change your habits. Plus, having something to get you off to the right start is a big thing. So if you're ready to switch things up and take control over your habits, Fume have helped over 700,000 people on their journey, and you could be next. No nicotine, 0 vapor, just natural flavors and better health. So head to tryfume.com/houndish via the link below, or scan the QR code on screen today, and you'll get a free Fume topper to elevate your experience. Check out the details below, and thanks to Fume for sponsoring the video. Otherwise, we do get a new set of seasonal challenges. I believe these will be the final ones rolled out for this season. So firstly, we have Last Rites to deal ability final blows in portal activities, and we get bonus progress by dealing final blows to opposing Guardians. There's also Arcing Sparks to defeat Guardians with arc damage in Crucible, and Cold Winds to defeat Guardians with stasis damage in the Crucible. As far as we know, that will be the new set of challenges for this week. Otherwise, in the portal and for the Crucible, on the weekend, trials should be back as normal on Friday, so bear that in mind. Otherwise, on Kepler, the weekly missions will reset, so if you're at 350 or above, you'll be able to earn 1 tier 5 drop per completion of those. Otherwise, at 450, you may as well use the loot cave, and you can search up the Kepler loot cave, which will give you a ton of tier 5 gear pretty quickly. Then, of course, in the World tab, if you're playing older raids, wherever they may be, whether it's Last Wish in Dreaming City or stuff inside of the Legends tab, like Crowder's End, we can now farm them for both Legendary and Exotic gear back to back. So you can just farm away until you get the stuff that you want dropped. That also applies to dungeons. So worth keeping in mind for the Legacy raids right there. On Tuesday, though, I'll keep you posted with the Eververse inventory. It should be the first week where we do not get Festival of the Lost related things, of course, so I'll let you know what's in there on Tuesday. But finally, if you are after the Ascendant Challenge this week, it'll be the Keep-of-Owned Edges in the Dreaming City, which we can find in Harbinger's Seclute, so not too difficult to get to, but I'll run a clip showing the location at the end of the video. So for today, guys, that's what we have to round up in this one. I'll keep you posted when Call to Arms goes live, and of course, with the Renegades news as we get it this week. So keep it locked and loaded here on the channel, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications, that way you won't miss out on anything. Let us know in the comment section if you'll be diving into Call to Arms as well, to wrap up the season, I suppose. It's going to be an interesting couple of weeks to see what Bungie have to reveal, so I will, as always, keep you posted. Also, another big shout out to our sponsor today, Fume. If you're looking to change your habits for something much better, you should totally check out all of the details for their products in the description box below. So don't miss out on that, but otherwise, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.